of my vacation. They turned the lights out. I sat there in the dark and prayed for death. I wrote a song. I thought it was stupid, even though I know not all of them can be the best. I read with a flashlight for several hours, waiting for the electrician dude to come and fix the breaker for love to save me. But that was not the message that got through. No, death is the only thing that makes this interesting. You know in your heart that you'd get bored. Death is the only thing that makes this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more? Well, after several hours of this, I became discouraged, but determined to make something of the day. I went to the open mic to get some rage out and play my song, but I got number 58. And I became acceptance. I sat there unmoving, watching all my friends get on the stage to sing their asses off, to try and reach me, but I didn't have my anthem till I heard Tim Warner say, death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more? Death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. You know in your heart that you'd get bored. Dad! 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 Give me Dad! Dad! Give me Dad! Give me Dad! 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 Well, I took my piranha, antagonized it, and smeared its shit around where I knew you would see. I meditated, but kept getting distracted about how wonderful it was to be me. 'Cause I have found the way out. I have found the way out. I have come to shake hands and make fools of the fools. Everything you've heard, my dear, is true. True. And death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. Why in hell on earth would you want more? Death is the only thing that keeps this interesting. You know in your heart that you get bored. So give me death. Thanks for
Maybe it's just me. I think I'm noticing something. America doesn't want justice. We want the chase. We rarely hear about the sentencing. We rarely hear about appeals. We hear manhunt underway, and suddenly it's another season of So You Think You Can Run. New suspect, same bat backpack, same bat drone shot. At this point, If you commit a crime without a backpack, like, what are you doing? Are you even trying at this point? You know? Because when the manhunt starts, we all clock in. Unpaid, untrained, emotionally invested, part-time FBI agents. We don't get benefits, but we get adrenaline. It's like a self-checkout at Walmart. They trained us to scan our own groceries. Now we scan their suspects. Instead of barcodes, we're scanning grainy footage. Hey, is that our neighbor Bob? And let's not pretend we don't lean in when that blurry suspect photo drops. We don't just look for clues. No. We judge their cheekbones. Is he attractive? All right, well, let's hear him out. If he's not, it's like, yeah, look at him. That makes sense. That tracks. We've gamified danger. It's fantasy league of fugitives. We pick a suspect, we draft a theory, we wait for the twist. We don't watch the protest. We don't even pay attention to what they're selling. We only watch when the window breaks. Justice is paperwork. The chase is cinema. We rarely see the resolution, but we're always shown the momentum. Crime happens in a moment. Justice takes years. And we live in a skip intro society. We can't even sit through an 8-second unskippable ad. We don't fight for justice. We refresh for updates. And when the trial finally happens, the verdict is nothing more than a picture post of a headline on a YouTube news channel buried underneath a bunch of cat videos and live streams of How I Met Your Mother. Maybe the scary part isn't the crime. Maybe the scary part is how entertained we are by it. Maybe that's just me. Perhaps it is. Probably is. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank everyone for being here. We have Absurd Junk coming in. Oh, here's a news story that he mentioned. Forgive me, my eyes are horrific. So this is about the best we're going to do with this. I guess this is why we have this camera. Look at this guy just dropping papers. Here we go. Absurd Junk. Thank you so much for commenting. I noticed how great a local school system's new buildings and programs that leave students with trade. Good use of tax dollars in a historically, proper city in Florida Island. You know, that's interesting. That's interesting. You bring that up. Sometimes when, I'm not, whatever, right? I make my money doing Uber deliveries. And there's times I drop off at schools. And between me and you, I don't know, let me know what you think. I feel like schools now look like prisons. There's barely any windows. Just to drop off food in the little secretary's office, I feel like I got to go through like 2 doors. It's almost like, what the hell was that show where the guys used to talk in his shoe and he went through like 7 doors and then he ended up hitting his nose. Anyway, that's what I feel like it's to drop off, so. But I guess, learning a trade is good. Especially now, while supplies last. Learn your trade today before some robot does it for you. I couldn't agree more. So I appreciate you, Absurd Junk, coming in. Oh, wow. We've got another comment here. See what I did there? Who do we have here? Hey! Oops, that was way too loud. Sorry, 95 DX Sir 2, man. Appreciate you so much. I'm not asleep. I will be shortly. Hey, man, it's appreciated. I know you work in the morning and so forth. I know you check the replays. But I really appreciate you stepping in, saying hello. This is dope, dude. This is great. This is beyond my wildest dreams. And by the way, in case you don't know, this is a live stream that I do called The Joker and the Rye, where I come in once a week, and I guess I kind of check in with people and so forth, kind of give some thoughts of what I've been thinking this week and so forth. My name is Tim Warner, in case I didn't mention that. And again, thank you so much for being here. And I truly mean that. You could be anywhere in the world right now, and the fact that you're even here, it's absolutely crazy to me, because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy in his apartment, basically just talking to himself. So the fact that anyone's here, I love you. I appreciate you so much. We're getting more of the chat. This is incredible. This is incredible. I'm getting to learn. Here we go, kids. All right, what do we have here? Forgive me, Bad Eyes Warner here. Absurd Junk. That's why they are so. Oh God. Oh, barricaded. Gotcha. Spot on with the intro, says 95DXR2. Obsess over serial killers. Well, a thing that I feel is, it's not like this is the first time, right? Kind of situations where we've been fed fear. We're fed fear all the time, and throughout my lifetime. It's whether it's like a Cold War thing, whether it's terrorism, whether it's local, like domestic, right? And then whether it's school shootings, mass shootings, and I think in the last year, right, 3 manhunts, I want to say, between Luigi and Tyler Robinson, 33 hours, and now we've got whatever here with Nancy, whoever there, and it's just an interesting trend to me, and it really does feel like, oh, wow, another season of, so you think you can run. Look at that. We got a new suspect and so forth. So, I don't know. It's just, I just wonder if it's something to continue. I wonder what it means. Like, is there, I don't know, I don't want to say training, but is there, I don't know. It's fascinating. Of course, it's just a coincidence. It's the day and the times. It's how things are. But I do find patterns and trends fascinating, right? You got to keep us glued. And what a great way to keep us glued with a real reality show. In a sense, right? So now it's just, is there anything new? Is there anything new? And it's, in between the action, you just got 7 hours of, they just find somehow, here's a guy who used to make movies when they were only black and white. He's going to look at the footage, and it's just, they really do. And then there's some kind of action, I do find this has got to be said by a billion people, but I just find it funny that, it's like, hey, we would like a Bitcoin, for a capture. And all of a sudden Bitcoin drops like 26%. Oops, I'm sorry. Drops 26%, in the week. And then it's like, no, two. Sorry. I don't know if they did that, but that is just like, that's funny to me. You would pick such a volatile currency, where, where it's like, 98,000, that'll be good. What's 66? Can you make it 2? Anyway, we can make it 2. So, so thank you very much for chiming in. Make sure I've got everyone's comments here. Oh boy. It's been very packaged. Hold on, is this the schools that you're talking about, or and strategies to turn out time into? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm learning this aspect. So Absurd Junk writes, it's been packaged very well by advertisers and strategists to turn out. God, I gotta figure out how to do this better. Um, we're good, though. Oh, wow, it doesn't zoom in, huh? That's a shame. All right. By advertisers and strategists to turn out time into their monetary gains. Time into monetary gains. Yeah, I mean, what else? That's something that always continues. So, maybe you're talking about fear. I apologize. I didn't expect this, so thank you very much. And then also, figuring it out as I go. But thank you for being on board with the opening piece. Between me and you, I think that is, because I think it takes like 10 episodes for me to really figure out exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to, go with this. And I think that opening I really like. I just really like, I think that's, I don't know. Anyway, so again, thank you guys. And by the way, I might as well get this going. Let's see. Indeed, let me get this up. Right, let me do this. There we go. So here we go. I am going to get this Discord open. All right, so we're open. We have Joker in the Rye headquarters. I am slightly dumb with this. I'm not going to lie. It's a learning process for me. I think I have all the bugs from last time under control, but we'll see. But the lines are open. If you're on Discord, please, Joker in the Rye headquarters, come on in. I will check on that periodically now that we've got lines open. And let me go back to this. Okay. So again, let me get that back down. Again, thank you guys so much indeed. Okay. Haven't missed any new chats and whatever else. So here's another thing that I've just noticed this week. And I first want to say, okay, first of all, I'm going to tip my hat to Turning Point, okay, for the halftime show. And just what I'm tipping my hat to is them getting, I believe the number was 6.1 million viewers over during the halftime show. Okay, so congratulations, great work. Afterwards, there's been a lot of people talking about how, well, look at that, 6.1 million, Turning Point, really just, so, I will admit, I don't know how to introduce this, forgive me, but here's something I put together because you'll see why. I'm a little perturbed about something because everybody's acting like counterprogramming the Super Bowl halftime is some brand new revolution. It's not. It's already happened. Let me take you back. 1992. All right, Super Bowl 26. Back when halftime wasn't a concert. It was like a bathroom break. It was marching bands. It was patriotic medleys. It was go grab some nachos. And Fox, okay, they were the new network at that time. And they had this sketch comedy show called In Living Color. Keenan Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans, Tommy Davidson, David Allen Greer, James Carey before he was Jim Carrey. A ragtag, ahead of their time sketch show. And they aired a live episode during halftime. Not before. Not after. During. They even put a countdown clock in the corner of the screen so you wouldn't miss the kickoff to the second half. That's rebellion. That is strategy. Halftime was about 20 minutes back then. That's the exact length of a television episode without commercials. And In Living Color understood something the NFL didn't. They understood attention, and millions switched. About 20 million people, more than 20 million people, left CBS during the Super Bowl halftime to watch a sketch comedy show. Over 20 million. That's not a cute little digital spike. That's tectonic plates shifting, man. That's flipping the channel with purpose. That's attention migrating in real time. And here's the part that connects to everything. Because immediately, the NFL didn't complain. The NFL adapted. The NFL learned. The very next year, at Super Bowl 27, they brought Michael Jackson. Not just a musical artist, the king of pop. Like, you want to steal halftime? Fine. We'll just put the biggest artists on earth on that stage. After that, halftime stopped being bathroom break TV, and it became this global spectacle. So before Beyonce, and before Turning Point, and before Prince, before all of it, a sketch comedy show embarrassed the NFL into upgrading. That's fucking wild. That's history. And nobody talks about it. Everybody wants to argue about who's sticking it to the NFL. Fine. But never forget, comedy already did it over 30 years ago. In Living Color didn't beat the NFL with politics. They beat them with attention. They understood momentum. They understood what I was just talking about earlier. People follow what moves. Halftime was dead air. In Living Color filled it. And the NFL never let it be dead again. That was just something I wanted to get off my chest. Because In Living Color isn't getting the credit that I think they should. Going to go down here and probably this is time for embarrassingly reading the chat. Okay, 95X, I'm sorry. 95X, dear sir, 2 says better than SNL. And also says, I got a crash. Good night, all. Thank you so much, 95DX, sir, 2. I really appreciate you, man. That is somebody who been a big supporter, which is actually, I would like to say, it's a good moment right now. I actually truly want to thank everyone that has been supporting, especially the live stream and so forth. I just want to say thank you. This is slowly and surely strengthening a lot of muscles for me, and it's crazy for me to think that I'm actually willing to show people. I guess the analogy would be, I'm showing you, like, I'm actually waxing the cars, and I'm actually sanding the deck and painting the fence and painting the house. And one day, soon enough, before we even know it, and it's like, whoa, man, I've been learning to be myself the whole time. That's like a great point of that movie. Oh my God, we got some people chiming in. I truly appreciate this. This is, oh boy, Hemp Seed Division. Oh, that reminds me of a band. Dude, you're the man. Absurdly inspiring to me. Stop it. Stop it. Ooh, I got to switch this. I'm sorry. You're too kind, man. Or person. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are, but you're too kind. I really appreciate that. I don't know if I'm an inspiration. If you, sometimes I just think about like all the things I did to put myself in a point where I was so low that moving upward is inspiring. You know what I mean? But thank you for that. I don't want to take away from any of your words and so forth. Just deep down inside, I am still just a person in recovery, and I just can't take compliments well. You're doing a great job on the compliment, and I want to say I'm the one who's doing poorly. So thank you very much. Let me you're chiming in some more. This is great. Let me see what you got here, my friend. See you during stand up in Killer one day. Oh, you're too kind. See you doing stand up. Oh, I appreciate you, dude. I see it too. What is this? Used to run into you around Austin, moved out, got sober also, smarter than most. No kidding, man. No kidding. This is truly incredible. This is, what a small world. What a small world. Hold on. I just want to look in here because I don't want to ignore this. I'm sorry. I don't know how to juggle this correctly. I keep picking that up, and that's not the thing I want. Doing it live. Okay. So we'll put that back. Oh, can I do this? Because that would be easier. Sorry, everybody. Hope that was entertaining. That's great, man. That's great. I know it's not an easy thing. I know, especially if you're really kind of doing that internal work, it's not easy, but it ends up. The struggle is what, it's so cliche and dumb, but the struggle will make you stronger. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, there's too many people trying to be comfortable nowadays. So the fact that you're struggling and that internal struggle, so forth, will make you stronger than most. And wherever you end up, when you have the strength, it's gonna, that point you're at, you need to be that strong. You need to have those quality and skills and strengths and so forth. And then that will catapult you. And then that's where you start going, is that maybe when the miracle happens? Maybe, it's I don't know. It's such a fascinating journey, man. And I thought, and here's the thing, I thought comedy was such this internal journey, but going through the rough of it and trying to chop down shit and so forth, and making kind of like your own path, or just a clearer path, but actually just going through steps, the exercises of writing, and just being honest with yourself instead of trying to protect your feelings, and trying to protect yourself. Just allow yourself, don't protect yourself. You start living neutered and all of that. No one wants to do that, I'm not saying you are. I'm not trying to make accusations and so forth, but good for you, man. It's not easy. It's fucking not easy. So good for you. I commend anybody. It's just funny to me too. You hear things like maybe cliches and these quotes or whatever, and in the beginning it's just so it's like a song you don't want to hear. some hit song that just, you're like, this sucks, and it's always playing, and you can't wait until the next new thing comes in so that one fades away. And then years later, you hear that song, and you have different experiences, right? So then all of a sudden the lyrics click a little differently, maybe even the medley and whatever else, and all of a sudden you see that song and go, oh, I see what they were trying to say. I'm not really into that kind of music, but I can see the message in that song. That's what a lot of that journey is. And between me and whoever, I'm looking forward to even more, I guess you could say, understanding more albums, you know, and so forth. So this is fantastic. Wow. I thank you. This is incredible. Let's take a look just to make sure I'm not missing any bases whatsoever. Okay, I'm not. We are good. We are good. And again, if you're here and you've been here for a minute or so, you've been entertained and so forth, please, if you would, hit a subscribe button, hit a notification. It really does help things. It really does. And I have some fun things coming on the way. I think video-wise, I don't want to say anything yet. I kind of just want to put it out there, and then we'll talk about it after, perhaps. I also probably should take a moment. Again, I'm learning how to do this, but I should take a moment. It is on the bottom of the screen and so forth. It is on my website as well. But I have here March 7th. March 7th. I'm going to be performing at the Green Room in Austin, Texas. If you happen to be down in that area, or you happen to live in Georgetown and there's absolutely nothing to do, or Buda, or Kyle, come on down. Come on down in the Green Room. We'll see if we could do this. Oh, isn't that nice? There we go. Yeah, so come on down and so forth. There's a lot of there's a lot of good comedians on there that I respect and so forth and enjoy their work, and I think you will too. So, or if you know people down here, I don't know, spread the word, whatever it is. But I think that's a good sign that something like that's happening. I hope there's more things to come. And all right, of course, what time is it? All right, I really, yeah, okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let me take a sip of coffee. And wow, this is fun. Thank you again. I don't know. This is I'll just say this quick. Purpose and alignment have been big in my life in the last year. And, you know, I did say something along the ways of like, you can't forgive yourself for the person you can't be because that person no longer exists. But there's like, the more aligned, right, with who you are, just how much it just, you literally, you go with the flow. And, you know, looking back on something quick, like just being depressed, right? Being utterly fucking depressed, you know, and sitting there and there's times you just, you know, there's a lot of times I didn't do anything about it. You know, you just kind of be depressed, get through a day, try not to show it, try to not let anyone else know necessarily, you know, you just, and, you know, the reason why you're depressed is because you're not aligned, like, with your frequency. And I don't have any scientific data to back this up, but there's something to it. And it's just, I hope there's a time when I can truly articulate it, because the transformation is so, it's not that it's subtle, I guess that's the word. It's not that it's slow, because it's like anything in life when you look back and you go, oh shit, You know, that seemed like nothing. While you're doing something, you know, it seems like forever. But when you look back, it's like, wow, that went by like nothing. And it's like, no, it didn't. While you were in it, oh, it felt forever. But now looking back, because you've beaten those things, right? So since you've beaten those things, it doesn't seem like such an obstacle. You know, that wall isn't 100 billion. You know, it's just it was like 12 feet. You know, it took me a little bit, but I got over it. But at the time, you looked up and it was like Looney Tunes. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, so pardon me anyway. Just double checking things. Pardon me one more time. Okay. I just don't want to make sure I'm not leaving anyone hanging. I'm not. Hopefully I got to everyone that wrote in the chat. I'm looking now. Seems like I did. Also, there's 100% here. I may not have mentioned this. So again, let's watch Tim embarrassingly read a chat. Do. And what do we got here? We have got lovely neighbor 007 giving me 100%. And we also have Hemp Seed Division. I agree, man. I would love if you would write. Right? Am I hitting the right thing? Okay. I would love if you would write and make a go at more of these podcasts. I'm doing it every week, my man. Every week. I come on at 10, and I have structured for 45 minutes, an hour. The more the audience grows, I imagine there'll be more conversation and so forth. So then the time will grow. But for right now, I basically do, that's 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock my time. But thank you. And Hemp Seed Division also says, honestly think you are, compliments, more cerebral than these other guys who get more attention. Yeah, but that makes sense, my friend. That makes sense. And plus, I haven't been in the greatest energy space in the last, I don't know, what is it? Year and a half, 2 years or so. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard to get laughs when you go up and your energy you're giving off, your body language is just, grump. It's negative and dark, and people just, what's this kid? And then when I say something that kind of critiques society and I say it in that way, it doesn't translate, So a lot of it's been on me. I'm also very stubborn, but thank you for that compliment, Hemp Seed Division. I that's very kind of you. I feel Red Band is a fan of you. Yeah. Not to project, but I think you could get some more notoriety. I'm working on that, my man. If I could be honest with you, and I'm just stating facts here. This isn't. I'm very comfortable with things. Okay, I wasn't for a long time, but very comfortable with things. This is. I don't know how to say it. This is me building. And if you look at my YouTube channel, if you look at the actual channel, I have it set up where it's kind of the, videos of my storyline, kind of in a sense, and then comedy, credibility in a way, live stream, and then shorts. The website, my website just updated. I'm working on some ideas for merch and things. I got this show in March. I just got an apartment in September. Yeah, that is, 6 months ago or so, but still to be at this point, 6 months in on the 4th, I'm doing the thing you want me to do, So this is, I think this is how, I don't know, I believe in this a lot. And I think this is how I don't know how to say it, but I am doing that thing. And because the thing is, I just didn't feel good about myself. And it's beyond guilt. It's shame. And so it's hard for me to show my face. It sounds stupid. It sounds like it sounds stupid. And then I go to a place, I go to the door, and there's, some people there, and I turn around. And a lot of it is just, it's me shit, where it's just, I'm not, but I've turned the ship around, at least on the inside, right? I still have internal gaps with my frequency and alignment, but man, am I fucking closer than I've ever been since I started widening from my frequency, if that makes sense. So I appreciate you. What else do you have here? I appreciate this. This is awesome. Let's see. Hemp seed division. Ask and you shall receive. Yeah, I agree with you. And the thing is, I think you may be making a reference to like, hey, ask Red Band. Maybe you'll get some, shows or spots or whatever. But it's like, with all due respect, I'm going above Red Band. I'm going to the universe. And I'm going like, the thing is, where this right here, this, actually, I said it on the last live stream, but this is what I thought 13 months ago. I was like, I want to get to this point. Okay? I do have some production values, things to do with this, whatever, to improve without a doubt. But regardless, this is, from the car, from just fucking depression, hating myself, thinking about fucking just like, why am I here? Just, and to this, to right now. Like, I haven't felt good about things in a long time, and I haven't felt good about myself for longer, and now I do. I do have trouble conveying that. Like, if you watch the last live stream, you'll see I have trouble conveying it at times. I think right now I'm doing pretty well, but fuck yeah. So I appreciate this support and this what is it? I don't know why I'm being dumb right now, because I'm not used to. Yeah, that's why. This vote of confidence. I appreciate it. So thank you very much. I get it, been there. Yeah, too. I resonate. Well, I appreciate that. Again, we have a MC division saying that they get it and they resonate. Yeah, and that's all it is. And I think also, too, another thing I'm kind of excited about, don't know if it'll happen, but the idea is exciting, is like when I get more comfortable with this, and like more comfortable with my flaws, and more comfortable with like, yeah, I suck. But I mean, I don't suck like an Epstein, right? I'm not that bad a person, but I haven't been my best, And I think I think my stand-up, I think if I'm able to at least communicate to myself, or at least be able to talk about the internal like transformation, yada yada, like kind of getting visited by 3 ghosts, but not getting visited by 3 ghosts. If I could translate that into humor, oh man, like how many fun bits and chunks, it'd be a good time. So I truly, I truly appreciate it. This is awesome. This has been a great night. This is awesome. This is beyond, maybe I should get higher expectations, stupid. I don't know, but this is beyond my, this is amazing. Oh, wow. And you laughed. Look at that. I got to laugh in that world. By the way, I also, just let me double check this. I may be doing a bad job. I apologize. I think someone would have been like, hey, man. Okay. So on that, thank you very much. Thank you. I have one more thing I'd like to do before I go. And again, if you're someone that's here, please, if you would, hit that. I don't know where it is exactly. I think here. Subscribe. No, it's probably here. Subscribe. Hit the bell, right? Bell. And so forth. I greatly appreciate. Spread the word as well. Get on the Discord and join the headquarters. Like, honestly, a couple people did this week. 1 or 2 people have been kind of trickling in as the weeks have gone on. So that's fun, I think it is anyway. So usually I end with, oops, that is not what I want. I wanted to, hold on. Why did that happen? Because I wanted to go here. Because I want to end on, curses, something. Oh, man, how funny is that? Something that doesn't suck. How funny is that, right? Something that doesn't suck. And this week, honestly, I think something that doesn't suck, and I'm very grateful for myself, is time. I am so grateful for time. I think it gives importance to a day. I actually love the fact that time is limited. I actually love the fact that there are no receipts. I sometimes wish others would value your time as much as they valued theirs. Time really does give meaning to existence. The fact that it isn't forever, but yet is always, it's always moving no matter what you do. And I think that's a beautiful thing. You're never allowed to just stand still in your thing. Because even if you do, right, you got the next day and you're still standing in that. It motivates you to do something. That's a beautiful thing, Shit. Damn it, it just escaped my head. Oh, time, days. We have 7 days in a week. We have, 365 days in a year. How many, whatever years. In other words, time just goes on. But in a way, it's a pattern, right? And what is somewhat that pattern? I'm not saying I know answers, but here's one thing I think. And this is what time does. This is what's so great about time. I somewhat tend to think now, or beginning, or I don't know, an idea, is that every day, right, it's nighttime now, the sun will rise, we'll see 8 o'clock again. It'll be a different day, but it'll be 8 in the morning. That allows us to remember who we are. And that's the energy of love, right? Light of vibrating energy. That's what love is. It's not that Valentine's Day shit. And then to recreate who you are. That's what time allows us to do. I should have had this up the whole time. That's what time allows us to do. And that is a beautiful thing. Me personally, the next time I ask out a girl that, I'm somewhat interested in, whatever, or, does whatever, right? And I go up to her, I am going to be like, hey, would you be willing to share your time with me? Because I feel like that's really what I'm asking. It's like, okay, we can have coffee, we can have sure, but at the end of the day, it's like, would you be willing to share your time with me? And then hopefully they would be like, yeah, because you would try to make it worthwhile, right? Because that's worth their while. So make it worthwhile. Time. It's a beautiful thing. And it is also something that doesn't suck. All right. Again, I want to thank everyone that's been here. I want to double thank everyone that has contributed to the live stream this evening. This is awesome. This is awesome. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. And what else am I missing? Also, too, March 7th, Green Room in Austin. My website, all the links are in the description, but my website has all the information. Is there anything else? Yes, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Tell a friend or two, however you do it. It'd be greatly appreciated. And again, thank you, everybody, for your support. I hope... Well, all I can say is I hope my future actions, right, and my future, I want to say successes. I hope that doesn't sound arrogant, but my future successes are a testament to how grateful I am that you guys are here, you people are here. It's awesome, right? So thank you for being a part of this. This is Joker in the Rye. My name has been Tim Warner. Before I leave, oh my God, there's a couple people in the chat. So before I leave and say goodbye, let me just read these quick. Have a good night. Says, oh boy, I should be better at this. Lovely neighbor, 007. Also, Hemp Seed Division. Peace, dude. Thank you. That was awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. Really like the word meaning, interpretation kind of stuff. Well, thank you. Come back for more. I'll be doing this every Wednesday and so forth. And I'm going to be dropping more videos on my YouTube. And there should be more shows coming and more things and hopefully more clips and so forth and more opportunities. Yeah, man. We're doing it. Appreciate y'all. Be well.